tried to control everything, the outcomes, the people, the pain. But peace doesn't come when you grip harder. It comes when you finally let go. And when he did, he discovered a kind of strength he never knew he had. There was a man named Daniel, not the loudest in the room, not the most broken either, but somewhere in between, always managing, always fixing, always controlling. He was the kind of person who triple-checked every lock before bed, the kind who reworded emails 10 times before pressing send, the kind who always planned vacations down to the minute, then got mad when no one followed the schedule. People said he was responsible, but what they didn't see was that control was the only way he knew how to feel safe. As a kid, his world was unpredictable. A father who walked out, a mother who cried behind closed doors, a home full of silent tension. So Daniel learned early that control wasn't a preference. It was survival. He carried that survival into adulthood, became a manager, a fixer, a do-it-yourself everything kind of man. He had lists, budgets, backup plans for his backup plans. He dated someone once who said, "You make me feel like I can't breathe." He took it as rejection. She meant it as honesty, but he didn't know how to let go, how to trust, how to not micromanage every single moment to avoid pain. Then one day, it broke. He got a call from his younger brother, Kyle. Car accident. Not fatal, but bad. Kyle was 19, still in college, still figuring things out. Daniel drove straight to the hospital, heart pounding. When he arrived, Kyle had a broken leg and bruised ribs, but was smiling through the morphine. "I'm okay, man," he said. "It's all good." But Daniel didn't hear him. He only saw the chaos, the risk, the things that could have gone wrong. So he took over, talked to the doctors, took over discharge paperwork, moved Kyle into his guest room, canceled his classes, ordered strict meal plans. "You just need structure," he kept saying. "This is for your good." But after a week, Kyle exploded. "I feel like I'm suffocating. You don't trust me to live, man. You just want to run everything." Daniel stood frozen. No words, just the sting of truth. Because somewhere in trying to protect, he had turned love into a prison. That night, Daniel sat in his room, laptop open, planner untouched, phone buzzing with reminders. And he did something he never let himself do. He sat still and cried, not because of weakness, but because the armor he built was finally too heavy. He remembered being 11, sitting in the hallway outside his parents' room, hearing his mom cry after the door slammed shut. He couldn't fix it, couldn't control it, but he wanted to, and that's when it started, the obsession with managing what hurt. But now he was 32, and the control that once kept him safe was destroying the relationships he actually wanted to keep. So Daniel did the hardest thing he'd ever done. He let go. He walked into Kyle's room the next morning, took a deep breath, and said, "You're right. I can't control everything. I'm sorry. Just tell me what you need, and I'll support it." Kyle didn't say much, just nodded. And that moment, quiet, imperfect, and real, was the beginning of healing. Daniel still keeps lists, still double-checks things. But now, he leaves room for life. He takes deeper breaths, answers phone calls without scripting, loves people without trying to manage them. Because peace doesn't come from perfect order. It comes from the courage to be present, even when you're not in control. So if you've ever felt like you have to hold it all together, if you can't relax until everyone's okay, if your grip is tight because you're scared to fall, let this be your reminder. You don't find peace by gripping harder. You find it by trusting you'll still be held when you let go. If you've ever felt like you're holding it all together, if you've ever felt exhausted by the need to manage everything, if peace feels just out of reach, this story was for you. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you're ready to let go of? Sometimes saying it out loud is the first step toward freedom. Tag someone who needs to hear this. You never know who's silently struggling to breathe. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. If you believe that real peace comes not from control, but from the courage to be human.